Hey guys, this is Rachel Kelley. I want to welcome you to my live this morning. And I'm really excited to share with you what's been going on this morning. So, I'm just kind of like reconditioning. Like a lot of you know, I left the industry, went back to a job, thinking that that's what I was going to do. And, my life is going to be happy. It's going to be great. And I even got to the point where I was considering working a full-time job. But another thing, I realized that I was not happy. I was not content. I would never reach my goal doing what I had thought I should do. And I have something in my heart to do. God has put it in my heart to be a world changer. Even with having a special needs child, does not need to be an excuse to stop me from going forward. So there's some things that, I want to share with you that I think that will make a big difference. And to let you know that anytime you start out with something or you're restarting something, there's some processes need to take place. And so this morning, I'm going to talk to you about your daily routines. I'm going to talk to you about the things that you're doing every day to kind of get you up, get you going. A lot of you know, I have like over here on my board, a peek, like, just some stuff that you need to be doing, right? But today I'm talking about to you the most important things you need to be doing. If you do nothing else, if you do have a job, if you're a busy mom, or, busy, these are the things that you must do if you do nothing else, okay? The first thing is you want to work on your mindset, the way that you think, right? You want to have a winning mindset. A lot of us, we come into, working from home and, we want to do all these big things, but we have a lot of blocks. There's a lot of things that are going on in our mind. People around us that's telling us that it's not going to work, it's not worth it. So you got to have a winning mindset. But what I tell you is it's not easy to have a winning mindset. There's some work on your part that you're going to have to do in order to have that winning mindset, right? Because I would tell you, like yesterday, it was like really, really bad. I mean, I was getting it from all angles. Mom, I don't think I want to do this program. Mom, Dad is doing this, It was just all these things that were coming from my kids that made me feel like, like they're snatched, sometimes your children or people around you, they will snatch so much energy from you. And next thing you know, now you're second guessing what you're doing. Now you're doubting what you're doing. And you don't want to do any of that, guys. You want to stay on top of the game, because you know that something is going to come at you. So guys, if you agree, if you can understand what I'm saying, if this makes sense to you, please comment and let me know. Comment and let me know that this makes a lot of sense. So it's really important that you work on your mindset every day. And mindset is things like, for me, it's getting up in the morning and praying. It's, having devotion, reading the scripture to encourage me in what God wants from me, and the direction that, I desire to go for him, or the direction he desires for me to go in, basically. It's listening to, outside of that, some type of business, personal development. Right now, I'm on a challenge of listening to Earl Nightingale, The Secret, and I'm close to my 30 days of listening to him every day, like clockwork, and what he's showing me is, the creative space, the importance of creating, the importance of, being your own person. When you look like everybody else and when you act like everybody else, there's nothing different about you. So why would somebody want to follow you? They want to follow people who are different, right? They're making an impact and they're different. So make sure you're create something, and I'm going to talk about creating in a little bit, but if you don't invest in you, right, you won't have anything to give out to the world. So like, if you don't get up in the morning and, like do any of the things that I mentioned above, but even personal development, read a book, just read a book every day. And it could be 5 minutes or 30 minutes. It doesn't really matter, but read something that's going to help you grow, right? Because if you're growing, now you can teach other people what you learn, right? Now somebody's going to come to you and they're going to look at you as a leader. They're not going to look at you as just anybody. They're going to see you as a leader because you're teaching something that you learned. So make sure that you are reading daily and that you are sharing what you learn, right? That's so important. Creating content. Always be creating content, whether it's a live video, Facebook live video, whether it's a blog post, whether it's, if you don't have a blog, you can create a Facebook note. You can go over to LinkedIn, start a LinkedIn account. They have like a little section over there where you can create notes over there. There's so many different places that you can create content. You can go to article sites. There's like a number of places. Just pick one, stick with it, and just stay the course, right? And remember, it takes at least 90 days for people to start seeing you. So, you might start out doing something right now, but end up not getting any results, right? Most people, what they do is they get discouraged, I mean, like, that's kind of what's going on with me. I signed up a bunch of people in my program, and then I went like a freeze, right? It's like freeze, right? And so I begin to question my ability. I begin to question, am I cut out for this, right? But you have to stay the course now. But now that I am, like studying and sticking the course, I know that the results are going to come. And that's the same thing that I want to encourage you in, is the results will come. You just got to put in the work. And you have to be consistent with putting in the work. Okay, the next thing is you want to plan your week and your days. I talk about that a lot. Make sure you're planning your week. Make sure you have a planner, right? Right now, the new planner should be coming out. It's important that you have your new planner before 2018 hits. So make sure you grab a planner. If you want to know what planner that I'm using, type in the comment below. Let me know, and I'll tell you the one that I use. I've tried many, but there's one that I pretty much stick to faithfully, and that's probably the one that I'll just do this year. I mean, gosh, last year I think I bought about like 5 different planners, just trying to see which one I like. One day, guys, I will create my own planner because I want something that's cute, but that fits into my life. So just make sure you're planning your weeks and your days. And for me, guys, this is really important. All right, so like I have, my planner, the things that I schedule. Like you want to schedule, like if you're connecting with people, you want to schedule the time of day that you're going to do that. Make sure you schedule, okay, during this time of day, I'm going to connect with 10, 20 people. That's mainly, these things that I'm telling you are the main things you want to do is working on your mindset, reading every day, right? Planning your week, planning your days, and connecting with people. That's mainly it. Everybody makes a big deal. You got to go blog, you got to do this, and you got to do that. Those are the main things. And creating content, because what's going to happen is, as you're connecting with people, they're going to come out and they're going to start looking you up. Rachale Kelley, and they'll start Googling your name, right? And they want to see what you're doing. They want to see what, are you the leader that you say you are? And the first thing we have to do is we have to learn how to lead ourselves. Once we lead ourselves, then we can lead others. If people see you leading yourself, they see you taking action to grow, then they're going to follow you. It's just a given, right? It's one of the laws. If the more work you put in, you're going to reap. You'll reap what you sow. So if you don't plant a seed, right, guys? If you don't plant anything, you're not going to reap a harvest. So start planting that seed of, being a leader and sharing and teaching and showing people what you learn. Like, if you're having a bad day, it's okay to have a bad day because we all have them, right? But make sure you look at that bad day and make it a good day. And realize that there is nobody perfect under the sun. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect, okay? And just be yourself. People will come to love you and appreciate you for being yourself. Now, this is the last part. And I think this is good. You're going to love this part right here. And I think this is like pretty good. Okay. Always be getting leads, right? So now, and that's like another training, but, you can get leads from Facebook. You can get leads from LinkedIn. You can get leads from Twitter. You can get leads from Craigslist. There's a lot of places you can get leads at, right? So once you get your leads, you want to make sure that you connect with them. Like you want to qualify them. If they're talking negative or, if they pretty much, are on their own path, of course, and they got it all together, don't waste your time, guys. Your goal is to get out there, find who needs your help, right? Those people that have a problem, and provide them with a solution. If your company that you're promoting has a solution, then provide them with a solution. If they act like they got it all together, why are you wasting your time? You only have so many hours in a day to build your business. So, make sure that you are, qualifying right away. Okay, is this person worth my time? If they're negative, boom, no, they're not worth your time. If they got it all together and they act like they don't need you, they're not worth your time, right? If they make you feel littler or smaller than they do, then they're not worth your time, right? But if you can build a connection, then great, awesome, do it. And you don't know if they'll be able to join your business today or if it'll be something else in the future, right? So look at every connection as a building block for yourself. And then the last thing is you want to make sure that once you connect with them, you want to follow up with them. You know, if you're a good fit, at least once a month, twice a month, 3 or 4 times. Do it every Saturday. Every Saturday, go and follow up with those people who qualify for your time and begin to build that relationship. Because I hope that helped. And what if you need help with, which I think is the biggest part, and it's not that hard, but people make it hard, is generating leads. We all know we have a business, but we don't know how to generate leads. How do I get people to sign up? If you need help with that, just inbox me. I'll be glad to help you. I'll be glad to give you some tips and some ideas and share with you some things that I've done and I've used in order to help me to be able to generate leads and build my business. Guys, take care. God bless. And I'm so glad to talk to you. And I'm going to come back later on today. I'll come back and I'm going to share with you the importance of, when you're building a business, there are like so many things to do, right? There are like so many things that, you really should be outsourcing. You shouldn't be trying to do it all yourself. So next time I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you some training on how to outsource those things and how to get some of that work done so it's not so much pressure on you. So I'll be back later on tonight. God bless you guys. Love you. And thank you for jumping on this live, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.